So hi everybody, it's a new day. I didn't get up as early and come as early as I expected today because I had to go to the doctor. I still got a few moments to go fly, so since I don't have any more 4-gram servos, I cannot fly with a sports wing anymore, so I'm just going to use the fuselage from yesterday and the glider wings. Let's go quickly. So, by the way, it's still muddy outside. It's a little less muddy than yesterday, but what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go there to that field where it's all kind of grass, and there it shouldn't be as muddy. And even so, if the plane does crash there, it shouldn't touch the ground, which should be on the good side. Let's give it a shot. Alright, so we're ready to go. That was a quick setup today. Alright, well, something is super off with this plane. I don't know what's the issue. I felt it from day one, and the more the time goes by, I feel it more and more. Alright, well, as it seems, I might have to be calling the day off super short. This is the damage from the last crash right here. Have it on both sides, so kind of problematic. Anyhow, this plane didn't really fly as I wanted it to. Kept on doing problems ever since I started it. I think I'm gonna try to fix it just because I do not give up that easily. But if it doesn't work, I'll probably be able to fly only once or twice more anyhow. Let's go fix this quickly and give it just another fly. Alright, so I don't have an option for hot glue at the field, unfortunately. I'll figure something out. I'll probably have to ask you guys on the forums what's your solution for that. What I do have is tape. Tape works as well, so I fixed that up. It's not the best looking solution, but I promise you from experience it will work. I'm just gonna put in the battery back in quickly, hunk back the wings back on, connect the wings, back on, and go give it another shot. I don't have too much time today anyhow, considering I couldn't go as early as yesterday. I'll probably have to call it a day short anyhow, because the power pod nose is just breaking as you've seen, and that isn't a good way. Regardless, I'm not all that happy with this plane. Ever since we started it off, it seemed a little problematic, so I'm not all too happy with it. I might just stop trying to make it fly so that I don't damage any piece, any electronics or anything like that. because electronics are more expensive than anything else. Foam board is something that you can create, but electronics is something that you can't. Alright, so that's the case. I just didn't connect from all the anxiety of actually wanting to fly. I realized that nothing is going to fly unless I connect the throttle on the receiver. So I just realized I didn't connect the throttle on the receiver. I'm just putting here everything back in, connecting, making sure I'm at 0 on the stick, actually turning off the transmitter so I don't do any damage. Connect the throttle back in here. Now you can actually see that everything's working again because you can hear power on the servos. We're gonna put the battery back in its place. On my last crash, I don't know if you guys seen or not, my battery flew out. Now I have issues with batteries flying out. That's how I damaged my 3-cell 1000 milliamps milliampere battery. What happened to it is it just generally was punctured, and then one cell isn't responding. It's always at a lower voltage than all the rest. Problematic. Woo! Okay, well, I know what's its issue. The plane doesn't like me. No, I'm kidding. There is an issue with the elevator, which I can't trim anymore. I need to unscrew something there. But since I don't have too much time, so I'm just gonna fly around a bit. I know at the moment I'm not really controlling this plane. I'm kind of trying to keep it from crashing. You see, exactly that way. Something went bad there. Something went bad. It just lost communication and crashed right into the ground. Alright, so I clearly have an elevator issue. The elevator is up and not leveled, which obviously means that it is always at lift. I was having a little bit of a hard problem. Everything else seems fine. My fix on the fuselage, on the power pod, or power nose, I'm sorry, is holding up good. I know it would. I knew it would from experience, because it's not the first time that I've done that. Anyways, I'm gonna go fix the elevator issue, and I'm gonna give it another shot. Like I said, I was never really happy with this plane. So I'm probably just gonna fly it today. Tomorrow I'll be after a night shift, so I won't be able to go fly anyhow. And the day after that, Friday again, it should start raining Friday, Saturday, so I won't be able to go fly then. I might as well take the servos that I have left and try to create a new tiny trainer, or or a mini arrow, or the mini spare, or the sparrow. So anyways, I'm gonna go fix this and give it another shot soon. Alright, so I fixed the elevator issue. The thing is that what I can tell, and I could say this again from day one, was that there is a lot of stress here on one of the servos, or both the servos. Something that happened to me in the past, but some point stopped happening. Again, it's electronics that I've been using for quite some time now, so I'm not really putting a lot of effort into making sure everything's 100%. We're getting closer to the winter, less time for me to fly, less time for me to generally create stuff, and electronics is scarce. I'm gonna order stuff offline very soon, and then start building fresh for the new electronics. Let's give it another shot. Boom. My plane decided to go on the Christmassy look. Alright, so I fixed the elevator issue, as you might have seen. I have a humongous problem on the left trim, so I'm gonna try to These booms are not doing my heart. These booms are not doing my heart any good. That boom didn't sound well. I fixed the elevator issue. I don't think I'll be able to fix the tail issue, because from my perspective, at least as what for me as what it seems, when I smashed the tail a few days ago on one of my flights, the same day I went out again after I fixed it, the tail might be a little bit offside anyhow, which means that no matter how much I trim the plane, it's still going to have an offside to one of the sides. It's super hard to control the plane. I always have to hold the stick. I try to trim it again. Hopefully nothing broke this time, and I'll be able to give it another shot. We'll see. Well, for surely the battery flew out again, like always. That's one of my issues. The rudder seems to be not working at all. The rudder is not working at all, so we gotta figure out what's the problem with the rudder. Let's close this off, go back to the place, and figure it out. Eureka! We can call it a day. There ain't no way on earth that I'm gonna be able to fix the rudder issue here at the field, and the reason being so is the cables tore off. At least everything else seems to be working, so I have one less servo that can actually work. I have a bunch of broken servos at home since I save all my electronics once they trash, and I'm going to go try to fix that up when I get home. And just so you can see a helicopter. Funny, nice of him to come by. Luckily my plane wasn't up in the air because he's flying quite low. But anyhow, we're calling it a day. Thank you. Alright, so let's recall today. No electronic damage except for one servo whose whose wires got ripped from the base. That was the rudder. So I have no more rudder control on a 3-channel plane. You can barely fly. Unless you want to fly straight into something, because you can't turn right or left. My power nose broke. Power pod seems alright. Fuselage seems alright. Wings got damaged on the side, so I can't use those. Generally, what I think I'm gonna have to be doing is saying goodbye to this tiny trainer as is. Wings, from fuselage to the wings, basically put it aside and put it on a graveyard. Reason is that it wasn't flying good from day one, and I don't think it's worth all this fixing and everything just to make it fly. I'm ordering new electronics very soon, so I'll be able to rebuild it 4-channel proper again, something I'm going to be happy with. In the meantime, I got 2 servos plus minus maybe 3 that are usable after I fix one of those 3. So I think I'm either going to build the mini Aero, which I have half built already, or I'm going to build the Sparrow. Looking forward for your recommendation if you think I should build one of the 2 and practice with them. Anyways, I gotta go pick up the kids from school, and then I gotta go hit the emergency room, so bye.